All right, we're back. Lesson 4. It's all about seeing greatness in one another. I want to tell you a story about my past relationship when I was engaged, since Corey shared that. But I'll always remember the time when I was really wanting to advance and promote and be in an industry that was really tough to get into. And I remember my ex would say, "You can never do that." And I don't know if you're in a spot where your person that you're involved with says, "You could never do that." Well, let me tell you, if that's the case, then I want you to rethink that thinking and start seeing greatness in one another. When I met Corey, I told Corey my dreams. He's like, "Oh man, you shouldn't stop there.
Well,
You
what
should
was
just
your
keep
dream?
going."
Tell him the dream.
Well, I wanted to get in the pharmaceutical industry. I wanted to get out of the hotel business and use a little bit of my background, which I'm a registered dietitian by trade.
This
and
woman has her master's in science. One of the smartest women I've ever met in my life. She has such a unique ability to communicate with anyone, be it woman, man. I mean, I saw this greatness in like what she had, and then like when she talks about dude, right?
We call him dude.
Talk about dude. Dude was a douche, right? Because all he did was like criticize her and tell her that she can't and that she could never have it. And I'm like looking at this like, oh my God, this woman has everything.
Right? And so seeing greatness in your partner speaks volumes. And for me, I just remember the moment when Corey's like, "Oh, you could totally do that. Don't stop there. I could see you running the company." And I'm like, wow, this guy sees such greatness in me. And to be surrounded, I mean, isn't that the truth in life? To surround yourself by people that see the best in you? Don't you want that? And it applies with him too.
Yeah, well, but I want to talk about that point even more because I remember here's specifically what happened, right? For you to get it through your head, you were like, "Man, I need to get my RD exam. I got to pass my RD," because you had got your master's in science, but you had not passed the test to become a registered dietitian.
Yep.
And you were like, "Corey, I can't get to step 3 unless I do this step 2, which is pass my exam."
Yes, I remember that.
And what happened the first time you took the test?
I failed. Ugh. And I think my university had like 100% pass rate. Yep, I'm the one that broke that streak.
Now, she failed, okay? But that's
was
not
horrible.
That's not the point though. Because in life, don't we fail all the time?
We do.
And when you fail, you learn.
You do.
Right? It's really not failing, it's just learning more of,
Right.
the things that you shouldn't do, right? Or whatever.
Right.
And so I watched you every night. She'd study, and dude, she studied hard, right? She's out of school now, and she's just studying on her own. And you took it the second time, and guess what happened?
It was a Christmas miracle. I passed.
No, you failed the second time.
No, I didn't.
It was the third time, honey.
Babe, I passed the second time. Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
I did.
You failed it the second time. I remember you were crushed. I
did.
built you back up like a phoenix.
I don't remember.
It's
this
okay.
was years ago, man. That's like 20
It's
years
okay.
ago.
I know your memory's failing you, but I have you right now, okay? She failed the second time. Now, most people at that point in time would give up. Trust me.
I'm still trying to remember if
honey,
I failed the second time.
you failed the second time.
God,
I
it's
remember
been
it was so
long
vivid.
ago.
But again, you didn't quit. And I remember that
Right.
on your second attempt, that was when me as your boyfriend, because we weren't married,
No.
I had to look at you and I had to give you the talk, right? We know the talk, right? The talk is, honey, you are everything that I could ever imagine or ever want in my life. You were the smartest, most greatest person. And like building her up on a platform saying, you are my woman, right? Now, here's the truth. This one has done the same thing for me because for me, I was a used car salesman. I barely made it out of high school. Like the only thing I was really good at was copying. And my teachers, they didn't like it. Now, luckily for me, copying it turns out to be one of my greatest gifts.
What does Tony Robbins say about copying.
He calls it modeling success.
That's right, modeling success.
Okay? And so I've learned to model success, and that's really how I became successful in the world, is by learning to model other successful people. But at that point, and I will say this truly, like believing in your spouse, giving them words of praise and encouragement. I owe all my success, right? I'm a multi-millionaire only because this one sharpened me with her words of affirmation, with her words and songs of praise, and her molding me and shaping me and telling me that I'm the one, that I can be somebody. Because there was a time that I couldn't even believe in myself.
But I believed in greatness in him.
Yes,
I
but
call
you
him
saw
my, I
it.
call him my rough diamond. Polish this dude up.
She polished me to perfection.
Yes, you are, darling.
And that is what a couple, right? That's what we do. That's what great couples do, is like steel sharpens.
Steel.
And this one is harder than anything I've ever, her commitment, what she does, the way she goes after things ferociously. Man, it's something to be like, I look at that part of you, and I wish I could be more like it.
Oh, honey, that's wonderful. Okay, we're cheesing out over here, but let's think about it for a moment. So, does your loved one see greatness in you? Are they putting you on a pedestal? I always tell my girlfriends, I'm like, listen, Linda, listen. Is your man building you up? Do they believe in you? Do they see greatness in you? And do they push you out of your comfort zone to do great things? All right, so here's your challenge. What I want you guys to do. I want you to write down, preferably in your love journal, what attributes make your partner great. Or when was the moment that you knew there was greatness in this person? I want you to share that with the person you love and let them know.
Yeah, because it's important, because I believe when you share that, like the strengths, the affirmations, write down and give your partner those positive affirmations, because affirmations can shape and mold you, and they're so powerful. Your words are like, they're the most powerful things that you have, versus the written word. The written word is even more powerful, right? And it can be used for good or evil. Okay?
True.
Good or evil. You
Perfectly
don't want to go
good.
to the dark side.
Don't go to the dark side.
But your words do have an enormous amount of power. Use them wisely and use them to build up your spouse.
All right. See you in the next lesson.